Happy New Year, Dr. King.
Hey, happy New Year. New Year, sis. Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Awesome.
How
It
about
is.
yourself?
Look, I'm just happy to be here. God is so good. So I'm so thankful. So thankful. Yes.
See, that's where I'm at.
Yes, yes,
That is where I'm at. I'm thankful. Thankful.
yes, yes,
So I'm excited. I'm excited about what the conversation that's going to take place on today. I'm really excited about it.
yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're gonna look, we want to bring
Family. Hey, thank you.
we want to bring in the new year talking about love because we know so many people just feel like they are so unqualified for love. And I
hmm
wholeheartedly believe that in order for you to truly have true peace and joy, and all of those good things that God wants us to have, you have to truly understand that you are qualified. And if you
Yes,
feel like
yes.
you're not in a
Qualify for love.
yes, and if you feel like you're not in a place of being qualified, we want to dive into how you can get there. Because we want this
Mm,
to be a prosperous year for you in all areas of life, but it starts with you. It starts with you. So,
yes,
so are you ready
yes,
to
yes,
dive
yes.
in?
Hey, sis, I'm ready to dive in. I'm ready
Look,
to dive in. It's some good. Listen, I'm telling you, this conversation here, this is about self-confidence. This is about self-worth. This is about self-value. This is about falling in love with yourself. And
exactly.
I mean, because a lot of times we want people to fall in love with us, but you don't even love yourself. So I
Wow.
think we're gonna unwrap some layers of why it may be difficult for us to feel like we deserve to be loved or that we'll qualify for love because it starts with us before it ends with anyone else. It starts with us.
Exactly, exactly. And so many people, like you'll hear people even make the statement, I don't deserve love. Like
Yes.
that is like a huge no that you don't want that to come out because that is such a
hmm
lie from the enemy that you don't
hmm
deserve love for whatever reason
hmm
it may be. Like, how low of a state are you in? Have you allowed the enemy to place you in for you to say that yourself that you
For you even say that.
uh,
For you even say that. And that's a big thing. And let me preface this by saying, listen, family, if you hear some music behind you, I am near the Great Bethune-Cookman University and the band is out there putting it down. So if you hear that's my HBCU because you cannot say HBCU without saying BCU. So that's my HBCU just in case. But sis, let me tell you something. That's one of the biggest things. A question that I always say is, who told you that?
wow.
When you say that you don't deserve love, the question is who told you that? And that's something that you had to tell yourself. And in order to tell yourself that, you had to believe a lie. And that's whether you believe the lie because of the way somebody treated you or you believe the lie because of what somebody told you. So
Mhm.
you had to believe that lie. And
Yeah.
then what happens is that lie it becomes your burden because now you have to carry that lie. You have to empower in order for it to be true. If you say I don't deserve love, in order for it to be, you have to empower it. And that's the
Mm.
issue that we oftentimes run into. We empower these thoughts that are negative. We empower these thoughts that are toxic. We empower these thoughts that are
Wow.
lies. And we walk around like it's true. You deserve love. You're qualified for it. Don't let anybody make you, don't let the past, don't let rejection, don't let someone's hate, don't let that make you don't allow that to make you feel like you do not deserve to be loved.
Yeah. And when you were saying that, it's like, where had that false identity come from? Because really, that's what
hmm
it is. Like, you have to have
hmm
picked that false identity up somewhere. Like, and
hmm
sometimes it's within. Like you've
Mhm.
spoken out negativity so much until you have created this false narrative, this false identity, this false way of living because you've spoken it out in the atmosphere. And now you're living this life that's really a lie. Because I'm going to say, I don't even think this was the part I wanted to say in this. If we were not deserving of love, then it would have been no need for Christ to come.
While we
Like,
were yet sinners.
yes, like, and he knew that, but yet he said, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna restore, and we're a part of the system of things that he needed to restore. I'm gonna restore, I'm coming to restore some things. So that's why your thought process is not true, because it would have never been a need to come and restore things.
Greater love have no man than this, than a man lay down his life
Yeah.
for his friend. So we have to, I'm telling you, you have to bury, you have to have a funeral service. Yeah, let's have a not a homegoing service, but a funeral service for childhood neglect, a funeral service for abandonment, a funeral service for betrayal, a funeral service for abuse, all of those things that make you feel like you're unqualified and you don't deserve to be loved. You need to have a funeral service for them. You need to bury them, never to dig them up again, because you deserve to be loved.
Yes, yes. Just going through this whole thing, when people don't know that they deserve to be loved, they attach themselves to unhealthy things,
Hmm.
relationships, because they don't understand that they can be in something healthy. Like,
Healthy.
as I was
Uh,
thinking about it, I started thinking about, when you're feeling unqualified of love, that means you're not thinking that you're like first place or the first
hmm.
prize. Like,
Yes.
that means you're
Yes.
thinking you're not the apple of somebody's eye. Like, when you're saying you are unqualified of love, you start to get these relationships of people that are not even for you. Like, they belong to somebody else,
Mhm.
but because you feel like you're
Come on now.
unqualified, you'll rather be second place, third place, the hidden lover. Like,
Secret lovers. Your body is there. Their body is there, but their mind is someplace else. Since you know what happens is too many times, and this is the when you feel unqualified, what happens is you make yourself an option instead of making yourself a priority. You
wow.
always leave yourself out there as an option. Well, yeah, no, no, I'm the priority. You have to know, because a lot of you hear people talk about the bag, the table. Whether you're a man or a woman, you need to know you are the bag, you are the table. You
Right.
got to know who you are. But that starts with knowing your worth. And too many times people don't know their worth because you can because of past experiences. Past experiences teach us that, if somebody walked away from me, then I'm not good enough.
Wow. Yeah.
Past experiences, these past experiences, they begin to teach you these things, but you have to understand, just because you were taught something doesn't mean it's true. Just
Exactly.
because you were taught something doesn't mean it was right. So
Wow.
you got to be careful what you allow your mind to teach you, because your mind will begin to tell you things that, let you say, that are not true, that will leave you feeling like you are undeserving.
Yeah.
They'll leave you feeling like that.
Look,
Um,
look,
oh man, oh, this
I
is that
don't know.
unhealthy. Think about soul ties. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm talking about we will attach ourselves. It's kind of like, I'm gonna give you this example. And the reason so many people are in relationships and they are drained is because you are not connected to the right person. So the
Mm,
first thing I'm gonna tell you is you need to be connected with God. You need to be in tune with the Holy Spirit. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. But the next thing I'm gonna tell you is you need to stop trying to use that old iPhone charger to plug into your Android. And
wow.
that's what happens. And you're trying to figure out, because it's a charger. It got a poor. Why isn't it working? It's because they don't connect. And that's what happens is we get mad at God, but God doesn't choose. We choose. Am I right? God doesn't choose. We choose. So we're not mad at God because of choices that we made. So now it teaches us that we have to make better choices. Okay. So now that you're in that relationship, you got to make better choices about how not only how you see yourself, but also how you view the one that you're in that relationship with.
Wow. Wow. I'm telling you, because so many people go into the new year making these resolutions like, this is gonna be my year, like
Yes.
no
Yes.
more bad relationships, like I'm gonna find the one. But if you haven't changed the way you see yourself, if you haven't changed that self-worth, like taking it to another level,
Wait.
like shifted your mindset on how you see yourself, guess what? This year is going to be just like last year. Nothing's going to change.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is
it's
one of
important.
my. Oh
Go
yes.
ahead.
Now, I would say one of my favorite Bible verses says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Before transformation takes place within your body, before transformation takes place within your relationships, before transformation takes place within your environment, the first place transformation has to take is within your mind. It also tells us, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're thinking a certain way about yourself, you're going to attach yourself to people who think the same way or feel the same way. So because you think this way about yourself, now you find yourself being attached to somebody who's going to treat you the way you think you are. Hmm? If you don't know who you are, you attach yourself to someone who will treat you the way you think you are. That's why you got that mind has to be renewed. You before anybody can treat you the way that you want to be treated, you got to know how you want to be treated. So
Wow.
before anybody can love you deservingly the way you deserve to be loved, you got to practice on yourself. You got to
Yes.
treat yourself. You got to take care of yourself. You got to honor yourself. You got to respect yourself. That has to happen first.
Yes. And you got to get rid of the shame. Okay, so what? You've
Mm,
had some bad relationships. So what? This is how you was in the past. So what? This is the family you came from. So what? Like you have to get
so
rid
what?
of that and rid yourself of shame of past life decisions and relationships. Like get over it. So
You got to
so
get over it. You
yeah.
do. You got to get over it. Because if
Yeah.
not, you'll keep, and this is, which means you have, two, you got to change your, and I hope I'm getting, you got to change your pattern. You got to change your
Wow.
pattern because if you keep getting hurt in the same place, if you keep finding them at the club, if you keep finding her at the club, if you keep doing the same thing and you thinking for a different result, why? Because most of us, the reason we fit, a lot of times what happens is we'll give our heart to someone who doesn't want it. We'll give
Mm,
our heart to someone who mistreats it.
wow.
But that person who's going to appreciate it, that person who's going to cultivate it, that person who's going to nurture it, that person who's going to love it, comfort it, and care for it, that's not our type. Bam. Hey, I just had a home run. All
You
that,
you
that's not my
you
type.
did. Look,
You looking for a type. You should. That'll
bro,
preach all by
you
itself. So
you
you,
said a mouthful. Like I just saw something where this lady, somebody asked her, she was an older lady, maybe in her, mid 60s, 70s, still looking for love. And they asked her, "So what is your type?" And she made the comment, she said, "I used to have a type, like I would say, tall,
uh,
dark, and handsome. But I realized my type ain't who's gonna love me back." So she was like, "I gotta throw out a type and I got to look,
uh,
I have to open myself to the person that wants me, desires me, that's
wants
gonna
me.
love me."
Come on now. You got people who I'm talking about. You will stay with somebody who won't even. I think my boy my boy LL Cool J put it this way. I lay down my jacket so you can walk over a puddle. You will
Wow.
deal with somebody who won't even lay down their jacket so you can walk over a puddle. When you got somebody out there who is I think the seven said, "I climb the highest mountain, swim the widest sea. Nothing will discourage me." You got come on, okay, y'all. Let me leave. Let me because But you see what I'm saying,
And
sis?
I pray that
You,
you will
you
be
see,
always there for me forever.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have we want what we want, but what happens when what you want don't want you? And God saying, I'm trying to give you
Yeah.
what you need.
Wow.
What
Bro,
what
what
happens, sis?
happens
What
with
happens
what
if you
you
get
want?
cancer and the breast fall off? What
Oh,
happens if you get in an
yikes.
accident and your leg get cut off? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Come on now. I need somebody who's going to be there for me through the thick and the thin.
man, you said it. I want somebody who wants me.
I
Man,
want somebody who want me.
that is
You
like,
don't want me.
yeah,
If you
that
always
is,
going out, you always got to go and hang out. You always, and I'm not. Everybody got the way today, but I'm saying, hey, hold on. I'm here.
man, man. So let's talk about this truth though, because this is a truth that
Hmm.
we can't get away from. Because
Okay.
people try to do all these things of manifesting love to them. I'm gonna all everything else except go to the Bible to
Uh huh. Oh
gain
boy.
answers on how we can build up our self-worth, gain
Oh.
answers on what does God say about me, gain answers on what does a true relationship look like let's talk about the big elephant in the room, because that really is the big elephant in the room, that people talk about self-worth, talk about love, but they try to leave the Bible out. They try to leave the word of God out. So they stay stuck. So let's talk about that.
I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest things that I believe happens within relationships and marriages is we get distracted. And what happens is we get distracted because before we're distracted by each other, we become distracted by others. And
Mm,
because we're distracted by others and how their relationships look and how, because we know we got this comparison mentality.
yeah.
We got this comparison. Sometimes we don't want to build, we don't want to wait, we don't want to do any of those things. I'm going somewhere here. We have this, so we get distracted by others. And now we're distracted from each other.
Wow.
Because now I'm trying to compare you to something. I'm trying to compare you to someone's chapter 20, and we only on chapter 2. And so
Wow.
that happens. But I had to say that before I forgot it. But this is the thing that I would tell. I'm going to tell you. Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and cleave unto his wife, and the two shall be one flesh.
Mhm.
And what happens is we will bring everybody else into our house. We will bring everybody else into our relationship. We'll bring everybody else into our bedroom. But it's not about everybody else. It's about us.
Wow.
Stop talking about how the Benfords do it. Stop talking about how the Kings do it. How are you going to grow together in unity? How are you going to do it? It's about what is the blueprint of the plan for your life? I can give you some ideas, I can give you some suggestions, but you have to use what works for you and not always what works for everybody else, because it doesn't work
So,
like that.
so
I
true.
think that's one of the biggest elephants in the room. We bring too many people into our relationship and can't figure, and then we wonder why there's a storm.
Wow.
We wonder why there's a crisis, always a crisis. We wonder why now we can't get along. You've been over there with your friends, her friends, history, whatever, and now you come home and now you're arguing. Why? Because you brought that mentality to your house. You got to be careful who you surround yourself with. Bad company corrupts good communication.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it'll mess it up. Because
Yeah.
now you have to be careful. It's so much I can go on and on, sis. Come on, I can go on and on with this.
You said a mouthful, because me and my husband was actually talking about this the other day. Just it's about a fit. Like, I may not need what
Mm.
another woman needs. My husband may not need what another man needs. That's why you can't compare. It's all about the fit.
You can't
Like,
compare.
you're fitted together. You're joined together. Like, people, they're searching for love, but they don't understand. They're searching for the wrong things instead of what's the perfect
Mhm.
fit. Like,
Mm.
because
Things.
it's that compatibility. Like, what does the person bring?
Mhm.
What do you bring so that it can be a perfect fit for, the relationship? So
Oh, you said bring and not things.
you bring
Because some
exactly.
people don't want to bring anything, but they want everything. They don't want to bring anything, but they want everything. So you got to bring something that fits.
Mhm.
You got to bring something that fits. I'm glad you said that everybody is not the same. So something that someone else might like, that doesn't mean that your wife or your husband may like that. You got
Right.
to find out what fits, and that comes from communication, having those conversations, finding out that you got to get out everybody else's face and stay in their face.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, that'll hit you when we get off. By the time he said, get in your
And
spot, get in your face, and get out. Yeah, get out everybody else's face.
look, that
Yeah.
right
I'm telling
there.
my man, so you got to find somebody who desire you. Listen, you have to find somebody who desire you. Listen to me. Let me tell you. I can tell you a truth, since we telling the truth. We talking
Yes,
about the
tell
truth.
me the truth.
Can I tell you a truth?
Yeah.
When me and my wife got married, I don't look the same. But she remind me constantly that I still got it going on. Woo. Come on now.
That's
Come on
right.
now.
That's right.
Come on now.
So true.
You check. Come on now. Oh, I got something. I'm working. When I leave here, I'm going to the gym. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But guess what? She still desires me, and I
Yes.
still desire her.
Yes.
We run. So we got to distinguish the difference between love and lust.
Mm.
That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation.
Because,
Yeah, but
bro,
we do. We have this. Yeah,
but that is the truth because so many people are coming into relationships on the lust side. And then they're
on the
wondering
left side.
why the love relationship is not working or why it's not
Mm-hmm.
lasting. But if you're coming into it on the lust side, then
Mm-hmm.
that's the issue because still that
So how
means
you
you
started,
don't
how it's
want
gonna
that.
end. Yeah. So the young lady that said how you start, that's gonna
Yeah,
determine how you finish.
yeah,
So if you
yeah.
came in on this side, when you're ready, because what happens is we'll come in on this side. I'm gonna use the example you're talking about, that left side. We will come in on the left side, but all of a sudden, I don't I don't want to go to the club no more. I
Right.
don't wanna I don't want to smoke them. I don't want to drink. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but this is how we met. But no, I want more for us. I want us to have a. I want us. But this is, we man. I can tell you, man. We came in there talking about plans. What do you? We were talking about plans before we were talking about. What do you want? What's your desire? What do
Yeah,
you see yourself in 10 years? What do you?
yeah.
Because we understood that this partnership. See, I'm telling you now. See, I'm telling you, y'all just look for companionship, but this is a partnership. Mhm. This is a partnership, and this partnership is building a corporation.
Say what you want, but
We
that's
building
what
a
I teach my
yeah.
children. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. It's a corporation. Yeah, hey,
Mhm,
we building something here,
mhm.
and so you looking for someone to have companionship with when you need some companionship. You need that, but you also need to make sure that they're going to make a big good business partner.
Yes.
come,
Right. It is
come
a
on,
partnership. And
it's a partnership.
that is the biggest issue that I think people have with relationships because they don't
Relationships.
understand that that is a partnership. Like, come on.
I
It
just
ain't
want,
about
I just
just
want some companionship.
it.
No.
Look, that it. No, what we building together. What has the Lord called us
You
to
can
do
listen.
so we can build?
We telling the truth tonight. You don't get companionship from anywhere.
Right.
You get companionship anywhere. But everybody's not going to make you a great partner.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me give it to you this way. When you look in the legal field, you could work in a law office for a long, that doesn't mean they're going to make you a partner.
Right.
There has to be something significant about you. And that's the issue. We keep on taking relationships and trying to make them partnerships when they never. Okay, Kid Lee, so we gotta move because we you open the door to
No,
something
not even.
totally. You trying to make everybody a partner. Every time you meet somebody, you trying to make them a partner. No, everybody's not supposed to be your partner.
No, no. And you wondering why the deals keep falling through. You wonder why the
Because you got the. That's why the deals don't come through.
mm,
You keep on losing the case because you're
mm.
trying to make the wrong people partners. Come on, family.
Man, you
Come
when
on,
you're
family.
talking about building a partnership, you got to step back and reassess the ins and out of a
Ooh.
thing. So when you're talking
Oh,
about
we
a
talking about some stuff here.
relationship with a person, that takes time. I just said this to my oldest. That takes time. That ain't no 1 month. No, I
No,
need to see you
nope.
in different situations, different scenarios. I need to
How are you
see
gonna
you at your
respond?
high, at your low. I need to see you around
Low.
your family. I
How are
need to
you gonna
see
respond?
so many things. Like, and that takes time. It takes
Yes,
time.
it takes time. It's so. Hey, now that was a great point. I'm glad we discussed that. I'm glad we dived into that.
Yeah.
That was very important.
One of the biggest things, that is heartbreaking to me when I see people trying to navigate in relationships is they don't even know what healthy love is.
Wow.
They have been so prone, so familiar with unhealthy love because maybe how they were brought up or just
Mm.
past relationships until it's almost like when somebody presents themselves to be able to offer
Oh.
them healthy love, a healthy relationship, it's like they're blind. They don't even see that it's right in front of them and they miss out. Like, I tell young women
Mm.
all the time, like they will look at a guy, look at the package, and because the outer package is not what they deem it to be, he can be offering everything else. He has all the traits. Like you can see, man, if the right woman get with him, oh my God, he's gonna be just awesome, just great partner, just
Amazing,
great
amazing.
great father, but they just see the now and the outer package and they don't see that this is somebody that they can have that healthy loving relationship with. It just drives me insane.
Well, because what happens is, and you just said it, and this was the same thing that God had to get the prophet Samuel to understand. Man looks at the outward appearance, but I look at the heart. And the reason we fail so many times in our relationships is because we're too busy looking at the outer and not the inner. God gave us the description. He told us what to look for. He told us what to look for, but we still choose. And here's the thing. I don't know if you remember this, if you remember this, but there was a commercial, and it was trying to get everybody to drink milk. And it was like, and I'm drinking milk. They used to have the commercial. They would be this little scrawny guy. And the next thing you know, they talk about drinking milk. And I'm drinking milk. And next thing you know, they're this big buff, built guy. And I always use that example because what happens is you catch somebody in their beginning phase and
Mm,
you don't and you judge them based on where they are and not where they're going. You
man.
know, you base them on their starting point, but not their finish, and you miss it because you're looking at where they are, and you're too blind to see where they're going. You're too
Wow.
blind to see that you have the potential to empower them to become better than what they are. That's
Mm,
that's your role. That's your gift. But we're so busy looking at that outward appearance. We're infatuated with that outward appearance. We fall and we fail to that outward appearance to the point that we're willing to show everyone where our strength lies. Y'all will get that when y'all get home
wow.
too. You'll let everybody know where your strength lies because you keep falling for that outward appearance. And before you know it, everything you had that you thought going on, you've lost it. And it takes a while to get it back. Y'all better read y'all Bible. It takes a
Yeah.
while to get it back.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I
yeah.
mean, but it goes back to bro, with just the world too. The world rejects a loving father, but they will accept a father of lies. So it's
Yeah.
just,
Oh,
it just, so it's
oh my
not,
God.
I mean, so you kind of understand why the world is in, why so many people don't know their self-worth, because
Mm-hmm.
they're rejecting the father who is love. You can't
Mm-hmm.
reject the Father who is love and think that you're going to be able to love yourself, have that self worth, be able to receive love, give love. You can't do it when you're rejecting the one that is love, you know?
I just saw that was so powerful right there because you really have to build something. You really have to, if somebody is trying to love you, wants to love you, keep showing you how much they love you, in order not to love them, you have to really build a wall. You
Mm,
got to really build some build a barrier. You really got to build a bridge. You have to put some obstacles between y'all to ensure that they never get to you. I'm
mm,
expressing my love. I'm showing my love. I'm doing everything I can for you to know that I love you, but you're still rejecting my love. And you have to figure out why. You have
mm.
to come to the conclusion of why. Because what happens is, and some people will say, well, I'm just having fun. A lot
Right.
of people have said, I'm just having fun, and there's consequences to them just having fun. You have to
Wow.
figure out your why. Why am I rejecting this love?
Mm,
You know, why am I rejecting this? We've society society makes it popular to not find love
wow.
because
Wow.
society will publicize, oh, so and so found love, and 3 months later they're not together anymore.
Wow.
I don't know if you've ever seen on social media where they show a specific celebrity and they'll talk about their relationships. Oh, their relationships from 2000 to 2020. And sometimes you'll see where they dated three, four, five people in the same year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh, they really love. And then after, because it's like getting a new outfit. You get
Wow.
excited. You know what I'm saying? It's like we treat our relationships like a new outfit. You get excited once you get it. You want to wear it. You want to show it to everybody. You want everybody to see you. You want everybody to compliment you. Nobody notices me anymore. Time to get another outfit.
Wow. Wow. I,
So
bro,
we
people switch it out, and men and
switch,
women
yeah.
like outfits.
Women, yeah. Their
Wow.
outfits. When it's kind of like, yeah, it is kind of like you sit here and it's just like, I mean, you could convince yourself that that's fun. You could try and convince yourself that. But if you've ever experienced heartbreak, if you've ever experienced disappointment, if you've ever experienced rejection, to have that happening to you two, three times a
Mm,
year, once a year, once every couple, that's a lot.
that's
That's
a
a
lot.
lot of weight to carry,
Yeah.
and that leaves an impression on you. And whether you want to admit it or not, it gives you, and it starts to make you feel a certain way because you're
Yeah.
trying to figure out, do I deserve love?
Yeah. It messes with your
You know,
psyche.
especially if you, yeah, especially if the people around you have found love. And
Wow.
listen to me, if you're my age, I'm gonna just say it that way. If you're my age and you haven't found love and you don't know that you're deserving of love, let me say it this way. If you're my age and everybody around you has not found love, you around the wrong people.
Wow.
Especially if you don't find love.
Wow.
You are around the wrong people. You gotta be willing to disconnect yourself.
Mm,
We family, and but we made mud pies together in pre-K, and
yeah.
we went to college together, and we played football together, and you got to be willing to disconnect yourself. If you're trying to find the love that you deserve, and you're surrounding yourself with people who haven't found love, guess what's going to happen when you think you found them? They're gonna sabotage it. So I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you move forward. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let you move forward. I always give this example. You're gonna be able to relate to this. People who listen, you're gonna be able to relate to this. Of a young man who likes a girl. She likes him, but she's around her friends. And he approaches her. He maybe wants to invite her to a dance, ask her out, give her a Valentine card, or nowadays, slide her a note. How she responds is going to be predicated
Mm.
upon her friends.
Wow.
If her friends act like he ain't worth it, 9 times out of 10, she's going to act the same way.
Wow.
So I'm trying to show you something here. Misery love company.
Wow.
If
Wow.
they're not happy, what makes you think you're going to be happy? Well, you always with him. Y'all always doing something together. What man? Come on, bro. Man, let that girl breathe. Come on. They
Wow.
gonna do everything they can. And you sit here looking, no, you're trying to pull me away. You don't have to be harsh with it. You don't even have, some people don't even understand they're doing it.
Right.
So you got to be careful who you surround yourself with.
You do. You really, really do. And as you were thinking about that, I was just thinking, because I'm 45 years old, and I'm like just
You
thinking how
know,
some
you
people
say
have
25. You said 25.
45, 45. Some people have never experienced true love. Like,
Hmm.
it's people like walking around my age and older, bro, who don't even know what healthy love is.
What healthy love is.
Like, they've never ever experienced
Mm,
that.
never.
Like, man,
And
that
it's my it's scary. It's scary to know. It's scary to know. I tell people all the time, I enjoy being married. I love being married. But I think the thing is, the reason people don't is because um nobody wants conflict,
yeah.
because you can't conquer what you won't confront. And
Right.
sometimes in marriage, you're two different people, and there's going to be conflict,
Mhm.
but there has to be a confrontation. And I'm not talking about in the bad, I'm talking about in a healthy way. There has
Yeah.
to be a confrontation. So because conflict is supposed to bring about what? Resolution.
Right.
Conflict, resolution. But how
Yeah.
you can you come to a resolution if you never confront the conflict?
Yeah.
And so people have learned the best thing for me to do is run. Don't say anything. Oh, just wait for it to end. And this, because we think, yes, in healthy relationships, we have conflict,
Right.
but
Right.
we
And you
understand the importance
you
of
said
resolving them.
you said marriage, bro, but that should even be in your courting stage, in your when
Yes,
you're learning each other. Like, it should be some conflict resolution. Like,
solution.
because
Mhm.
you have to
Say, yo,
really see, like, is this my partner? Is this my person? Like, how do we resolve issues? Those are things that you should be experiencing in your dating stage of things.
and even in your relationships, that's how you're going to know if they're a real friend.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
they handle conflict? I
Mm.
remember, I coached when coaching high school, and my friend, Corey, Coach Moore, he was coaching the running backs. I coached the linebackers, and we'd be going at it. And one day in practice, it got heated, and it got so heated to the point that we were talking trash to each other. It
Wow.
got that heated, and the coaches knew we were best friends, and they were like, "Oh my God." Do we have to step in? Do we have to? Because they're going at each other, like they're about to. And so practice is over, and we got some time in between. They say we're gonna come back and meet at such and such time. And so I say to him, "Hey man, where you going to eat?" "Oh man, I think about going to such and such and such. You want to ride?" And it's like, "Yeah." So we leave. We leave. We come back to the meet, and they like, "Hold on, man." Y'all were out there like y'all were about to fight, just arguing and going. And then when we finish practice, y'all like going to eat together, talking, laughing, like nothing even happened. I say because we're friends. You know what I'm saying? We're compassionate and we're competitive, but we're never gonna let any of that get between our friendship. And if
Wow.
it does, if some type of thing, we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna agree or we're gonna agree to disagree and we're gonna keep on moving because we're friends. That's
Yes.
what friends do. We don't fall. Yeah, I don't like what you said. What? And
Wow.
nobody can tell me that my friend should.
Right. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so even in those relationships, you need something. If they falling out with you because y'all had an argument and now they don't want to talk to you, that's the wrong friend.
Yeah.
That's the wrong friend. Yeah,
Yes. So
yeah.
true.
I'm
So
cutting you off because you always with Tony. You don't never have to. You always got to be with your man. I'm cut. Well, cut me off then. Sis, would you tell him cut me off? Yeah, I with Tony. I with my cut me off.
look until they get
Okay, go
somebody
ahead,
that
sir.
they
I'm sitting here talking and we. Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's talk about this, bro, because the honest truth is some people, I mean, they've been through the mud with
Oh
relationships
yes.
and
Hmm.
they do feel shame. They feel like they have nothing to give because just life choices,
Yes.
life decisions just have them where they feel like I'm a ruined person. Like, you
Ooh.
know, I'm spoiled. Like, who would want me if
Mm,
they know all the things and the places I've been and the men or women I've slept with and just
mm,
those soul ties that I've connected myself with. Like, how can we help those people understand that even they are worthy of healthy love and they're worthy of really building up their self-worth so they can be all God has called them to be.
everybody has a story,
Mhm.
and if you read, especially at our age, our books are filled with chapters.
Mhm.
Some chapters are a whole lot better than others. Some
Mm.
chapters
So true.
we would never want anybody else to experience or want anybody else to ever have to go through.
Yes.
Um, but that's a part of who we are. That's that's the uniqueness and the greatness of who we are. We had some bad chapters, but we didn't let it destroy us.
Wow.
We had some broken relationships, some broken promises, but we kept moving forward. Life at times will deal you a bad hand.
Yeah.
It's important, but I play Uno. There's plenty of times I played Uno and got in a bad hand and still said Uno out.
Right.
They still said Uno out. And so to people who that has happened to, um, there is somebody for everybody.
Mm.
We we look at our situations and our stories, and there's people who they don't care that you were molested. You do.
Wow, bro. Talk about it. Wow.
They're willing to overlook that, but you keep bringing it up
Mm.
because that's your source of pain.
Mm.
That's your pain. And the thing is, it's like, and what happens is sometimes what happens is we use our source of pain to push people away to keep from getting hurt.
Mhm.
So, and I use that example, but I'm just trying to tell you, whatever happened to you in life, when somebody loves you, they don't care about that.
Mm.
You do.
Wow.
They love you. They
Mm.
love all of you. Your inadequacies, your frailties, your flaws, your wounds, your scars, your bruises, your heartaches, your heart, because that's what makes you you. So stop expecting them to treat you like your past.
Wow.
Your past is your history. They're a part of your destiny.
Mm, 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 mm.
You got to stop comparing people to your past. Because if you would keep comparing people to your past, your relationship will never experience forward progress.
Wow.
If you keep harboring on your past, it won't last.
Mm.
If you stay in the past, it won't last. And what happens is we create horror stories, we create nightmares because we create an opportunity for our past to always come back to haunt us.
Wow.
So that's why it's important for you to know you deserve love. Because when you find love, you understand that you're worthy of it.
Yeah.
So you won't do anything to sabotage it.
Right.
You won't say, I mean, you won't, because a lot, I want to say to somebody today, stop beating yourself up for mistakes that you made.
Right.
All of it, I know, stop beating yourself up.
Mm.
Stop down. Stop trying to put on I guess we say put on a front or put on a show in
Mm.
order to cover your pain.
Wow.
Stop. Be your authentic self. Somebody loves you authentically.
Yes.
But bro, Dr. King, Pastor, you don't understand. I've been so hurt. And I just got a bad mouth. I just flip off. There's somebody out there you go to flip and see you can't see the reason you can't stay with them is because they won't get mad with you. They
Right.
just smile because they look and you want them to go off too. They're not going off.
Yeah.
They know you're having a moment and
Mm.
they're willing to let you have that moment and love you through it.
Mm.
You gotta know you deserve to be loved.
Yeah.
Everybody, you grew up fighting and you mad because they won't fight you. They're not supposed to fight you. They're supposed to comfort and defend you.
Right.
They're not. You're not. You're not the enemy.
Wow.
Stop treating them like they're your enemy. They're not your enemy. Y'all on the same side. So it's so much that goes into this. But I want to tell you, when you run into it, when you find somebody, don't sabotage it.
Mm.
Don't self sabotage. Don't be self destructive.
Mm.
Don't
Wow.
be a time bomb waiting to happen. Don't be put it this way. Don't be a weapon of mass destruction. It's you don't be a weapon of mass destruction. I'm trying. I'm
Wow. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
yeah.
And here's the thing, the Lord wants to do a new thing in you. You know, just because you were and are a certain way, if it's hindering you from, loving yourself, first of all, and then being able to be loved, God said, allow me to do a new
Allow
thing
me.
in you. Allow him to do that. Like, if you're
Mhm.
saying to yourself, man, I
People
want,
just don't know how powerful that is.
yeah,
You don't understand how powerful that is. I
yeah,
want to do a new thing.
yeah.
I'm forgetting those things which are behind me.
Mhm.
Forgetting those, and I'm pressing toward the mark of the high calling which is in Christ Jesus.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
wants to do a new thing. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creation.
Preacher. Yeah.
Old things,
Hmm.
old things, old things are passed away. So guess what? If it's old and it's passed away, stop giving it CPR. Stop trying to resuscitate it. Stop trying to bring it back to life.
Mm.
It's passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Walk in the newness of who God's created you to be.
Yes. Yes.
Stop being your biggest critic. You got enough critics out there. And what I mean, I'm talking about from a negative standpoint.
Mhm.
Stop being the one. Stop going to speak life into yourself.
Mhm.
You got to do that. Oh God, you got
Look.
to. You
Look.
got to. God loves He loves us so much. Whew.
Yeah. I don't know who needed this tonight. We have been having technical difficulties but hopefully, even if we're a
Uh-huh.
little fuzzy, that you can hear
It's
our
spectrum.
words, because
Yeah.
this tonight was for people. This is for people.
Yes.
Like, God wants you to walk in love, walk in self-worth, walk in everything he's called you to be. He desires for us to be in healthy, loving relationships because he ordained that. That is what he ordained.
Yes.
Like, he said to man, I'm going to send you a helper. Like, he knows and values partnership. That is something that he valued even in the beginning before sin even came on the earth. So we know that that is such a powerful, important thing, like for people, man, woman, to connect together, healthy love, healthy partnership, so they
Healthy.
can live out
Healthy.
and do everything God has called them to do. So I'm telling you, rewind, re-listen, so
Hold
you
on.
can start off 2026 knowing your self-worth and really, really experiencing true, healthy love. Do you have anything to end with, Dr. King?
Hey, I'm gonna say for someone who's saying that they don't know true love, I need you to become hear what I'm saying. I need you to become selfish. I
Mm,
need you to become selfish about um spending some quality time with yourself.
wow.
Because if you don't know true love, you don't even know how to love you. So
Mm,
when somebody comes to try, you got to be able, when somebody comes, you got to be able to teach them how to love you. But you got to first know how to love yourself.
wow.
So I need you to be selfish in the fact that you're going to spend some quality time away from your girlfriends, away from your guy friends, away from different scenes and everything, but some quality time with yourself. Trying to figure out discovering who am I?
Mm,
What are my desires? What are my needs?
mm,
What do I expect? What do I bring to a table? What do I add to a table?
wow.
All of those things. All of those things. All of those, you need to know. You need to know. And I'm and clear your eyes of limited expectations. And you may
Wow.
say, what limited expectations? Stop seeing when God sends somebody your way, stop placing a limit on them because they don't look like what you want, but
Mm,
they're what you need. So you limit your expectations. You'll say, I got expectations, but when God sends them and they don't look the way you want them to, you limit your expectations.
wow.
Stop living off limited expectations. Let God have his way in your life.
So
Nothing
powerful.
but love for your family. Hey,
Right.
this is a blessing. It makes you re-examine, look at your life, and dig through. It's just if I could say this, I would say this too. Um, I remember growing up, I always said after being hurt that I would never let another person hurt me again.
Hmm.
And not only did I sabotage some lives, but I also sabotaged mine
Wow.
because I was unwilling to allow somebody to ever hurt me again.
Mm,
It wasn't until I was willing to let down my guard, and that only happened because of my relationship with Christ.
hmm.
I was willing to let down my guard and allow somebody to see the beauty in me,
Mm,
despite my past. Allow them to see the beauty in me, despite what they heard. Allow them to see the beauty in me, and God allowed me to stop focusing on what happened to me, so I could see the beauty in them.
wow.
That's when things started to happen.
Mm,
So, family, I hope we said something that this tonight that was a benefit and a blessing.
yes. Well, family, until next week, we you be blessed. Like I said, share this out, rewind, get yourself built up in the word because you are worthy of love. All right.
You're
Be
worthy.